All right, welcome to the first edition of Wendler and Pegg, in which myself, Jim Wendler, and my friend here, Jason Pegg, discuss all the pressing issues of strength and conditioning and give our opinions and help you, the viewer, listener, with any questions that you might have.
Who'd listen to this?
Yeah, I know.
You're going to put it on iTunes.
I'm going to make everyone pay for it. But before we start, I'd like to give a shout out to two bands that no one really knows. The first, I don't know if you can see that, is the 7-inch of Man is the Bastard. It's a split with a Gothicles from Belgium. But that Man is the Bastard is a great and probably the first power violence band. And if you like music that's good, you should listen to them. If you don't, that's a sure sign of something that's wrong with you. Probably your upbringing. Blame your parents.
I blame them.
Yes.
Your parents.
My parents. Blame his parents. And the second is the great and mighty Acid Bath, featuring Dax Riggs. Most people actually know him from his solo work. He was actually in a Jason Statham movie, believe it or not. No, he was in a Stallone movie.
Which one?
Was when he was a contract killer.
Did you explain the story about the vagina hands? Jesus has vagina hands. You know, look at it.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. Well, this is artwork by Jack Kevorkian here. All of Acid Bath's artwork in their their LPs, and I think they have one EP in their demo. I don't know about their demo, but their first one was done by the most disgusting human ever alive, John Wayne Gacy, and this one was done by Jack Kevorkian, who somehow became a killer for helping people out.
To the crawl space.
Yeah, to the crawl space. Oh, John Wayne Gacy. But anyway, if you like haunting melodies and great guitar work, of course, the guitarist in this band, everyone probably knows Sammy Piedouet from Goat Whore fame. He actually played on, I believe, Oddfellows Rest on Crowbar. Great guitarist, probably one of the best riff writers in the business of music today. And as I like to tell my good friend Sean Donegan, I wish Goat Whore would be so much better if the great Ben Falgus, great singer, would just let the music breathe and not sing so goddamn much. He has 5 billion fucking lines per song. Let the music breathe, my friend, so we can hear Sammy play. But anyway. On this first edition, we are going to talk about the deadlift and some very oft-asked questions we both get about the deadlift. So the first issue is touch and go deadlifts versus the dead stop. If anyone's seen some of my videos, I like to touch and go. I've dead stopped and done both. For me, first of all, the answer to that question is it doesn't really matter that much. People from some of the strongest dudes in the world touch and go, some of the strongest dudes dead stop. The bottom line is if you deadlift 700 pounds for 10 reps,
You're strong.
You're strong regardless of how you do it. So I guess the answer is it doesn't matter as much as people seem to think. What really matters is the weight on the bar. And that's the determining factor, I guess. However, you give your opinion now.
I would say very similar along those lines. Most of the time it doesn't matter. A lot of dudes that post videos, Facebook, hey, will you look at this on YouTube, stuff like that. My recommendation is stop and go because your technique is awful. Mm-hmm. I fall prey to this too sometimes. But with the touch and goes, I get so excited about the reps that my technique goes to shit and I look stellar, doing stiff legs. So I had to, as far as an actual training effect, I didn't notice any difference. Touch and goes versus dead stops. Dead stops let me make sure it's in a proper starting position all the time. Some of you guys probably don't have trouble with that. I did. So a lot of times I do dead stops, but like I said, like Jim said, strong dudes do it both ways. And
not gay for pay, baby.
That's all.
Don't fucking shake the table.
Sorry, we know one guy that does that, and he promises he doesn't suck dicks. Either way.
So the bottom line is it doesn't matter. However, if your form does go to crap on the touch and go, the answer is pretty simple. Do the dead stop. A lot of times people who are weak out of the bottom position claim that the dead stop does help them. That's one of many things that you could probably do to increase your power off the bottom.
Or lighten the weight.
Yeah.
Sometimes if they get stuck at the very bottom, sometimes it's just too heavy.
Yeah, you're just not strong enough.
It's not a technique flaw.
The second thing is we have, I've gotten this question a lot, the over-under grip. One hand's pronated, one hand's supinated, versus the double overhand versus the hook grip. Now, obviously, if you're going to compete in powerlifting, you want to be able to lift the most weight possible, so the over-under is, acceptable. Now, of course, people do suffer from bicep strains, tears, stuff like that, but that's part of the game. I know you know that very well. He's got an effed up arm here, and I know it can put a little bit of extra stress on there. With the double overhand, though, personally, for people who have crap form or just learning the movement, the double overhand is kind of like a regulator in that you can obviously lift less weight with the double overhand, so your grip is a limiting factor. For some people, that is a good thing and allows them to lift less weight and actually do it right and actually strengthen those muscles before they go to an over-under. Now, the hook grip is something that a lot of people have used. I know Brad Gillingham used it. Is that correct?
Dude, he deadlifts 859 every single fucking meet he does. I think the first time I saw him deadlift, it was 851 or 859 at the Arnold in like 2001. And I think last year he did 859.
Still amazing, man.
He's fucking retarded
strong.
He's gigantic, too.
Yeah.
There's what, 3 of them?
Yeah, the whole family's just
They're all fucking
bunch
monsters.
of big dudes. One of my big pet peeves, dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now, it drives me fucking crazy, is the notion that if you're big and strong, you can play in the NFL. And
I thought he did. I didn't say he
no,
should.
I'm just saying in general, when people say, so-and-so only benched, someone benched 225 18 times. I did it for 40. It's like, well, he's also 6'6", 300 pounds. He's agile.
4-time all-conference offensive tackle.
The guy can run backwards faster than he can run forwards. He can actually run backwards without having a heart attack.
And pass a drug test.
That's
the big hurdle for the big.
And he can actually play the game, and you can just do really good at one part of the combine.
It's the least relevant part, too.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about that, I will give yes, we do know that the 40-yard dash and the 225, all that stuff doesn't really play very well to all. Is it really?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay, doesn't play very well into, making you a better football player. But who's really good at the 40-yard dash? Guys who are fast. Right?
Joe DeFranco.
Yeah. God, I love Joe. Joe, we know you shape your eyebrows. You say you don't.
It's very apparent. Very.
The guy's a stud, man.
It's a Jersey thing.
It is.
I don't get it.
It is.
Of course, I don't like dudes either, so.
I tell you, I was with Joe DeFranco, Dave Tate, Jason Ferrugia in New Jersey one time. And we all just sat down and talked. We hashed out all these different ideas and stuff. This was years ago. And we all went out that night. And at the time, Ferrugia had he rented a house or something on the Jersey Shore, at least what we know as Jersey Shore. So we went to this club, and so of course me and Dave are total outliers. So it was so busy that, and Dave knows I'm the king of the Irish exit. I just leave. I don't tell anyone. If I'm not happy in any situation, I just leave. I don't care. And so I just found the other exit and left poor Dave by himself, and he's texting me, And I walked down the Jersey boardwalk, part of the boardwalk, at least where we were. And that's the first time I saw the Brooklyn blowout. I'm talking about the haircut.
Oh, fuck. It looks atrocious.
Well, I thought it was a joke.
It is.
I thought it was a joke prior. I thought it was just kind of like a caricature that people were making fun of, but it's true that people actually wore that haircut and thought it was a good idea.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I probably would have if I had hair. Yeah.
I would grow fucking Rasta dreads.
Yes.
You know? So,
Whip them around.
yeah. Great headbanging. The great thing about having long hair and headbanging is you don't have to really do a lot.
Max Cavalera.
Yeah, you just kind of have to sit there and just do this, and then your hair swings. And then now that I'm bald, I have to really put effort, and then I probably will screw up my neck.
Out for 6 weeks. Band injury.
Tom Araya from Slayer had to get his neck fused.
He's
from
57.
Yeah, he's awesome. He homeschools his kids because people were giving him shit for playing in Slayer.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So gay.
It's,
Hey, you make a whole lot of money. How dare you?
how dare you sing about things that I don't like?
Yeah.
Me. How dare you be successful and travel the world, do things I wish I could have done? I'm stuck here with my khakis. Me. Make my kids never have play dates with you. All right, so then the next issue of the deadlift. So basically, regarding, good job, Peg. You're fucking classy. People always ask about, should I use straps when I deadlift?
Yes.
Peg's got you ever see a Scary Movie 2 with the guy with the effed up hand? That's him.
That's all
I'm
it
going to
does.
use my strong hand. One of the greatest, who was that? I can't remember his name. Great. That was one of the greatest characters in any movie. Scary Movie 2? Or one of those horrible movies with the Wayans brothers. I don't know if you saw that. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
When she's asked her, when Damon Wayans asked her to talk dirty. You ever seen that?
Yeah,
And she's
I've
like,
seen it.
talk dirty. And she's like, I'm gonna piss in your mouth. No, I'm gonna fart in your mouth. I'm gonna piss on the walls. I'm gonna shit in your butt. Whatever. The ultimate dirty talk. So anyway, straps. If you're not gonna compete, it's probably not that big of a deal. The big problem, of course, is part of being a strong person is having a strong grip. And for years, I used straps when I was in high school and stuff because I fell for the notion like don't let your grip limit your back strength and leg strength. The problem is having strong hands and a strong grip is a huge part of being a strong man. And so if you rely on that exclusively as your excuse for using straps, it's probably not that good of an idea. Now, if you have an injury like Jason, or have something really pressing that you need to use straps for, then I say go ahead and use them, but you better have a really good excuse. Because again, a strong man has strong hands, has a strong grip. And I have tiny hands and I can still hook grip, I can still do anything I want. It just takes a little bit of patience. And that seems to be the answer for most people is patience.
Use them.
Yeah.
Fuck it, use them.
Well, they end up using straps and then they end up, their grip is better than their back strength. And then they have,
Don't overuse them.
yeah,
I think more so than.
Yeah. Here's the thing is straps is like a drug. I'm only going to take a little bit on the weekends. Yeah. Pretty soon you're popping 4 or 5 pills a day. You're in a haze.
How else do you get strong?
That's true. How else can you maintain some level of intensity in all the pain you're going to be in?
Yeah, I'm not going to look Asian without these anadrols.
Those are not the pills I was talking about, my friend.
Oh,
Talking about the good stuff. Anadrol. Anadrol's great stuff. But that's like, you can get that anywhere. I think.
I got some Cialis in the car.
It doesn't do you any good in the car. Ingest it.
Well, what am I going to do here? It's expensive.
The last thing we're going to touch on is sumo versus conventional. Me and Jason always like to tear into the sumos a little bit, just because it gets the sumo people. They're so enraged by it.
So butthurt. It's like a vegan. Oh, it's right because I do it.
It's so funny, and all you gotta do is say something derogatory about their sumo stance, and I'm still lifting the bar. It's like we know, but we don't. We just like to poke the bear a little bit. That's what he does on Saturdays. He pokes bears.
Pays well.
Yeah, right. You're the one paying.
Well, I didn't say it pays me well.
Yes. But sumo versus conventional, what do you think?
Sumo is great for guys that compete in multiply or just have stupid long arms. You remember Matt Croc's brother?
Yeah.
The guy was arms down to his fucking shins. He pulled something stupid.
Yeah, he pulled
like 860 or 870
Yep.
at, what are you, 220? 220 or 242. Pulled sumo. If you're just training in the gym, if you don't wear gear and you compete, all your world records have been done conventional, except for you real little fuckers. What's that? The guy that lifted in the WPO for just killed everyone like 65.
Oh, Kuchar.
Yes.
Oh God.
He pulled like 1300 at 165. I think.
Yeah.
He can pull sumo.
Kuchar was the most impressive. Him and Goggins. I got to see them squat in person, and seeing Goggins squat. I don't know. Have you ever seen him squat in person?
Yes.
It's him, Kuchar, and Goggins were, in my estimation, the two most impressive squatters I saw squat in person. Goggins is just
Sam Bird.
I saw Sam Bird squat. Yes, I saw him squat like it was at the
first pro-am.
The first pro-am. It was like in a bowling alley or something.
No, it was a VFW hall. I think.
Yeah.
Big all-time powerlifting thing.
Yeah, but he was. I forgot. Yeah.
There was seating for dozens.
I think he squatted 1050.
He's 10,
at 190.
1060 at 98.
Yeah.
But it was funny because you see these dudes and they take it out of the rack, and like the thing that impressed me, the first thing I remember seeing is like
he didn't shake it
He
off.
takes it out like a fucking man.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
Sam
just
Bird is
fucking nurse it out. Well, do you see what he did last weekend? 2 weeks ago?
No, I didn't see it.
He squatted 900 at 220 with fucking knee wraps and a belt.
The guy's a machine.
It's fucking stupid.
Well, good for you, Sam Bird. Was it 9 what?
900.
It was over 900.
Yeah.
Around 900.
Yeah, in the video, I saw the video of it. As fucking gay as this is, I saw a video and it looked good. Wasn't like a...
Sam Bird, you look good squatting, buddy.
And you're handsome.
Yes. Well, he looks like Stifler.
We're still jealous.
Sam Bird, you look like Stifler. You look like you stuck it to an old lady. But very impressive, Sam Bird. He's always been... Yes, I remember. Yeah, it's when I met you.
Yes.
I met you at that meet.
Traded cigarettes for whiskey.
We did not. That's
code
not what
for-
you traded it for.
It's code for sex.
Whiskey dick. You traded a cigarette for my whiskey dick. And but Kuchar was what 165, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if he might have cut weight.
Oh, she had to have.
But that dude, I think he squatted close to 900 at 165, benched close to 6, and pulled close to 8.
Yeah.
Or 7, something like that.
No, it was
Yeah,
over 7. It was almost 8, I think. Yeah.
But he was, every squat that he did looked like there was the last squat he'll ever do. It was a grinder. But he would come up, oh man, that guy was amazing. But I only count the guys I saw squat in person. Then, Goggins is a goddamn legend. And his back strength is just insane. But when he goes down, it's your whole time I'm thinking, just go up. It's okay. No one's going to hate you.
You don't have to hold it there.
Oh, God. Just
Hips move up 3.5 feet and the bar is not moved. He's like, oh shit.
Forgot about the bar.
Whoops.
Amazing squatting. Man.
Unbelievable.
It's so our hats off to Kuchar, Goggins, and Sam Bird, especially about Sam's last effort. God damn, that's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
So I don't know what else to say, but thank you for watching. This is Jason Pegg. I am Jim Wendler. We will be back soon for the second edition of Pegg and Wendler, or Wendler and Pegg. We're going to just switch that up. We're just going to compare tax returns.
Can't keep fuck. I don't even have one this year.
They're not going to go after you.
I'm so poor.
All right, so that's it. Volume 1 is done.